Hello and welcome back. Sales video. It's 9 o'clock. And yesterday I used the two videos with the two lights. See if I can angle this up right. So there's this one, which is one I've been using. And then, this is more confusing. So this is the one I have been using, except for it was more plain. And then this is one. You really can't see it, but it's kind of in an angle going down, so it can stay pressed up behind this. In the addition, so with this one right here in the white ceiling and the walls, or the off-white, reflects more light, which lightens up my my mid-40s thinning, but it does help quite a bit. So I'm going to conclude a causation and correlation here. You list more, you get more. Maybe not more money, but it generates that activity. It spawns that activity. The algorithm is a colloquial word that's used for it. Yes, some days I'll just do sell similars, which is something good for any reseller to kind of stay up on, to see if things are listed and they get a lot of views and it's not selling. To me, the way on how I do them is if an item is at least 3 months old listed, 3 months old, if it has at least 3 views, I will click the view counter. If it has sometimes 4, if it's like a $15 item that's got 4 views on it, it'll stay up. If it's like a $40, $50 item and it has 4 views, I'll bring it down and I'll reprice it a little. Especially if something is up for 3 months and it has 10, 12 views. It's letting me know a couple subjective things. One, either A, the title is very broad, which it shouldn't be, but it's very broad and it's just generating a lot of click views. Or most likely, I'm sure there's other variations why. Most likely is that it is an item that people are looking for. Now, selling physical media, as I've kind of opined on a few times, has bumped my sales up of me being otherwise a part-time. I mean, I did work a 60, 50 plus hour a week job, and I was manager of a window and door company for the canvassing, the door-to-door department, and that was 100K. And there's those sunglasses, the $200 sunglasses paid for. So now the sales are quite a bit. So I did that, and I also sold the smaller things. That's primarily what I focused on because the packaging material, and I would sell larger things as well. However, with smaller things, the packaging material, the supplies, and all that costs way less. So you could have a 5-pound item this big, that's $50, or you could have a CD. Not this one, but you could have a CD or a disc media or something small that's going to weigh 8 ounces or less. CDs don't weigh 8 ounces. Well, single ones. And it could be 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I could keep going, right? So to me, the most ideal thing, and this is something that I brought up in different videos. Yes, I'm going to use a cliche. No, it's not going to be about your mom. Is media is everywhere. It's cheap. If you pick up on, a lot of people will be visually inundated with and overwhelmed with, oh, look, there's got to be 500 CDs there. Well, that was me my first couple times. I remember going, when I really started to get into physical media 3 years ago, I remember going to Ashtabula. I have a couple videos of a few that have a lot of media well organized, and there's thousands. Well, those thousands, the CDs, I still do this. I just grab them right off the shelf, hold my hand, and of course these are going to be ones that are going to catch my eye because I already have them. But I'm just going to sift through them. Like, oh, that catches my eye. I've never seen that one before. That's an interesting graphic, interesting artist. Oh, that's an instructional. Oh, that's a piece of software. Oh, that's a video game. Oh, that's this. And just make a stack. So you went through, let's just say 500, and you've got a stack of 50 using the app, which can be tedious. But using the app and just scanning, and then eventually some you're going to have to hand type, and then of that you're going to have to long press, copy, and put in Terapeak. With doing that, and then DVDs for the most part, or things in DVD size case, for the most part, you could just eyeball. After a while, you're going to get used to not involving yourself with the comments. Books takes a little longer to really pick up on genres, but I just go with the aged look. Most likely, if it has an aged look, it is aged. The font and the style are probably the two primaries that I look at for any books. Just use the words that are in it, like that Infidel book. That's a $1,200, $1,400 book. The Curing with Cayenne. That one I found under the shelving unit at the Salvation Army in Copley. So for curing, there's two types of curing that come to mind. Medical curing and like substance, concrete curing and things like that curing. With Cayenne, right? So the curing part got my attention. So where I'm going with this, so this entire intro, because with this extra lighting now, I really can't read the timer on the phone here because it is right here on my. Well, if I do that, I can 9 minutes, 10 minutes. If I do that, I can block it. The reflection off of this is blocking the actual what I can see, but physical media just greatly helps sales. And I know I was going somewhere with this, with what I thought up a couple days ago. And I don't remember now. I'll just stick with daily work as daily results. So, what did all of my previous work result in? Like 600 and change in sales of 15 items, I want to say. I gotta look down here, but let's find out what they are. This Mary Tyler Moore Show multi-disc. It is missing one disc. I don't remember if it's disc 7 or disc 1 is missing. I see it in the title. But it is missing a disc. But I still got $60 for it. It happened in Boston. Little hardcover book, 23. Mon Uncle DVD, 15. This is a Criterion collection. Always good to look up for those. And usually you're going to be able to tell. They'll have this right here. And a lot of other ones is pretty predominant. Chris Isaak's CD, 17. Eddie James CD, 12. Let's Eat, The Wiggles. Let's Eat, comma, the Wiggles. Let's Eat. There we go. 28. A pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, $75. The year's best horror stories. What was that? Was it a 4? Series 4? Or, yeah, okay. So series 4, paperback, very good, clean back, spine, front, edging, $28. Teletubbies Big Hugs DVD. This was one that I resurfaced. Didn't get a whole lot more, but still, instead of like 10, $11, got 15. Small paperback, real thin, thinner than my pinky, 15. Philadelphia Experiment DVD, 21. Bugs Bunny Lost in Time PC game. Had for, I don't know, maybe a month. $40. 40. Santa Jr. 11. Train coming. $200 smackaroos. That's tacky. However, these are the Oakley root beers. Which, if you think about it, they have the color of root beer. So these were another one, and it was in a sourcing video, and I believe I showed these in that sourcing video, where I said I stopped at the Savers, and they're putting, so this would have been, maybe it's just prior to starting, or maybe either way. It might be, and if it is, it's going to be in a real early sourcing video, because they were making Savers up here, Willoughby. They were making a tree, and the ornaments were going to be sunglasses and frames. So they had a couple boxes and bags and all kinds of stuff, frames and stuff. A strew on a counter and on a wheelie cart. So the guy who's assembling the tree had a couple frames on the tree, and I looked at those, and one was, I want to say, Oakley Jawbreakers or something. So I grabbed those, and I keep looking, and I have more than 4 or 5, what my hand or what I had in my cart, whichever. So I grab a bag, and I start putting these frames in the bag of ones that I want to look up. The bag had 20 pair, I don't remember exactly, and the guy came up to me, he goes, "Are you going to get all those?" I said, "I mean, more likely." He goes, "Hold on a minute, let me go talk to the manager." And he goes up to the manager and says, "Well, he wants to get all these." And usually when they sell frames and sunglasses in a bag, there's like 20, 30 pair in a bag, and they charge like $8. I want to say I was charged either $8 or $10 for the 18 or 20 pair that I had. So these, amongst other ones that I've already sold, I paid probably 50 cents for it, maybe not even $1. And they don't have any name, anything. I mean, they do, right? It's, you have the made in USA Oakley, probably won't, there it is, barely. But that is the proper embossment for Oakley. But there's no pattern or style name or numbers on it. When I'm listing the other classes, and is what I'll do, because I assume there's going to be a pattern or style name or something, when I lay them out and I start getting pictures, when I go to listing, I'm looking for a pattern name, I don't see them, I'm like, well, I don't see it, I'll put it aside. And so they sat on my table for 5 months, until, like I said in yesterday's sales video, that I just used Google Lens and just typed in Oakley in the search bar, and a couple pictures down, these came up. I'm like, oh, cool, they're over $200. Let's list them. They didn't take, well, maybe a handful of weeks to sell since the last time I posted up a bunch of frames. But still, cool story. So this stuff is out there. So that's 665 total in sales for 15 items. There's a couple international in there, and someone's paying a pretty heavy debt. The one with the sunglasses, the most recent ones. So the total product cost received for everything is $576 of 15 items. If we do that math, 4 times 15 is 600. That's bringing that average back up, which helps because that keeps the percent total costs down. It usually hovers right around 33%. If it stays at 30, that extra 3% on $1,000 is $30. It does add up, especially in the time of recent past month, maybe, when the sales was going down. Like what you saw, like what you heard, like what you learned, I'll add that one now. And if you think it deserves a thumb, do the thumb. If you have questions or comments, ask them. So out of that, sub share always helps. Appreciate it. Thank you.